fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field.
You already know what's going on. I ain't even got to say it twice. Don't even got to say it to the mic. Game 7 right here. Might pull it up later on. Never know.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the
I
link.
know we live.
Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Up in Philly. Let me know you here.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Right.
They bring their tight end left. 2nd and 15. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Screen got a good amount of yards, no?
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Getting over his loss emotionally is the first step.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
There's nobody on the team can do what they're going to miss the most.
They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker.
How you burning this fucking towards Achilles, bruh?
Not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the gun, Henry.
Let him make him come back inside, though.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
He drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Sports and Live TV in one app. He's turned into a spectacular playoff performer.
Now here's Lamar. Henry on the catch. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jackson's going to go on 4th.
Wow, my God.
They connect for the 1st.
You leaving that fool open on 4th like that, bro. What's
down,
dirty?
but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this.
We talked about simple basketball.
Back at the beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pair of free throws. Although minutes here in the second. There's Henry Wiggins. Splits it. That's going to be the second couple on PJ McCobb.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4.
It's very close, but I'm thinking they always, if you don't have complete control, how do you go up? They put it on the side.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Taking a big shot for the end zone. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles
I don't even know how to fucking tackle me too.
as he's finally tracked down after that return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Taking it right back, that's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Jason Tatum hurt his Achilles. We were doing that game. And obviously that situation was very, very different. But here, in this moment, watching Tyrese, the air was taken out of the entire building. The building went silent for the first time in all the games that we've ever done here. You can tell that the Thunder fans don't stop it. Let's go back to Lisa.
Just talking to Tyrese just about how his leg was doing. You know, he's taking some pain, but the thing is getting really docked up, turning around. And that's something he came for game 6 much better than he thought.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
All right, okay.
And so much when you're down there with the speed is the mark. The block and pull up. That's inside. And Turner is stuck. Get on for the next one fish.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Completely, which means Jalen Williams is playing the 5, which means that Indiana is patient with the basketball. You should be able to find the mismatch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw.
The
pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They don't have the same type of advantage in the post.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He put some heat on this deep ball.
Ah, you're there too. Get
That is
down.
incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. He's running for it.
Oh my God.
Marker, but it looks like he
Come
still has enough for that
crushing.
first down.
His defense is willingness to go 90 feet, to put 48 feet, to absorb the best MVP lightly, and to continue to compete. It has been special to watch that young man, as it has been special to watch us today. What a head-to-head matchup.
So Richard, you know, you go through the playoff grind for too much. You're physically exhausted and you're mentally spent. And now there's an
They
emotional...
run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I can just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it to 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They'll give right side to Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. First down, here's Lamar. Looking for a target. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
If they were like us, you have 15 new plans.
Certainly nearly 4 million vehicles per year.
They were
Here's Henry on the option. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
this.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Melty, easy.
Blitz coming here. Jackson on the move, headed right. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Marina. Okay.
Andrews with the catch.
Our job.
It's inside the 10. 14
Now,
yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move your chains on those early downs.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
About their wits and their bare hands.
Hey, watch me.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless pack.
They'll run here with Henry.
Powered with
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
In sacks. It's me. Madden.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Bro. I got green lights already before the fucking half, dog.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Now the Ravens offense stayed put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Jackson's throwing for it. And he brings it in, so the decision to go for 2 looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead.
In these NBA finals, Gildy Alexander and Luke Dort. And from the offensive ball on the grade and of course back on as well. He was not on the natural.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such
Obi
a
Toppin
boost
need to get some
to an
shots up,
offense.
bro. For real,
It's about
bro.
showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Obi!
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Point of attack, pressure defense. This time he's just going to walk into a 3. For him to line up, he doesn't have to dribble. It's just catch and shoot in rhythm.
Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. Only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds
That's
remaining.
that shit. You already there, Pim.
Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So 2nd down coming up.
Hell yeah.
Alexander, no hesitation.
1-0. Hold up. 1-0.
His ability to lead comebacks, hit left-hand shot, without time he's coming back to keep it in 8-point game or 10-point game. They've been down big backs in this postseason, but with the pace of play that he creates, they're able to come back. They might not have that ability without him on the field. Victor McDonald looking to get inside. Holmgren discourages him, tries it out. McDonald goes right at the 7-footer. Caruso the drive. Picks out the corner. Holmgren wide open. Eastman comes away. OKC struggling with the gets inside, layup off the glass. Puts some contact, packed it home, timeout. Thunder.
Their resilience is absolutely incredible. You got to sustain the emotional loss of your leader. And then the next man up is TJ McConnell. Third danger is operating on that baseline. That's against an elite shot blocker.
And then they're hard taking it time. Going at it,
Toppin,
man,
you know,
Luke
Toppin,
Dort, going out there, finishing around.
Well, Obi Toppin, no, I'm not gonna hit.
Diabetes. Let's make Manjaro could help. More people reached an A1C of less than 7%. And people lost up to 25 pounds. If you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
D1MONT58 says, suggested pass.
About Mounjaro.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love, the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field.
Get in my neck. It's actually kind of comfy in here, isn't it? I've never been in there.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
What up? You gotta check in. You're not gonna check in. I'm gonna have to go on your head top.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley.
Go.
To the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Hell yeah.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Fucking Halliburton,
8
bro.
yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Always smiling face with such joy.
From the 37. Barkley's got it. He'll get it up to the 44.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. Oh, the football's loose. This is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
It's such a good job of taking advantage of what he's seen on the floor. Turner again to get to an open spot.
Again, this time short. Good luck, Sam. From Smith.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Switch.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack.
Ooh.
Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the ball. We like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Motion man sent left. Third and long for him here. He's got time here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Cook. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's got Khalil Shakir. There he goes down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second. Extra point up and good from Bass. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
And they are playing like this. It was a wild card. And he had 27 in game 3. The next 3 games, he had 17 points. But he is capable of a root pitch.
Bass now to kick this away.
Bro, he's about to miss the win, bro.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Good, dog.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
To check out, particularly if you're a little outsized there. Runs for 15, beats him to the spot.
Throwing here, Hurts. Sheds up a rusher. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense up to the line fast. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range.
The typical scene to watch. Robert's going down, but his teammates fighting tooth and nail. And they've got a 3-point lead. They have been an amazing story the regular season as Broncos players. The Rams, yeah, what's happening here? To get on track, gets inside, pulls back.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
To make sure it's an opportunity that was a good action.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there.
That was a weird ball. That was a weird offensive.
Sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
That's not the right call. We thought he just wanted to run into it. Luthor's one of the strongest people in this league. Pound for pound, he's the strongest dude. Built like a linebacker. He knew he was going to drop the contact. Smart move with your head. He was walking there. That's TS.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's got Devontae Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great throw. I love watching a well-done route 2K. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime.
I like that shit.
Brown, the touchdown.
I like that shit. I like that shit.
It's plays like this.
I needed to hit you before the half, dog. I needed to hit you.
Across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. That's incomplete. 7 seconds left.
Bro, you would have got that. I would have been mad.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Ooh, that ball coming out, though.
On what is the final play of this 1st half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Samuel now to return it.
Whoop.
And he's walloped
Let his
just
ass
as he
up.
gets across the 25.
Let his
He's
ass up.
down shy of the 30. Offense ready
Come
to
on,
begin
D.
this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Trying it left side with Cook.
Get that bond, get that bond, get that Ron.
He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now, Allen. Throw left side, complete.
Oh, nasty ass
And they
thing.
finally
Come
bring
on,
him down. That
cut.
is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
I'm there, too. I'm there, though, G.
And they'll bottle this up
Yeah,
after a
listen,
4-yard
that
gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pressure coming. It's Allen.
Oh, knee,
Pass into the
bruh.
hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Shit, I like that, bro.
The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Pass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Halftime being at 8:20 is crazy.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield.
Why are you doing that dumb
Sideline,
shit,
but
dog?
a
Oh my
little too close to the edge. Trying to say he's
god.
out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Fuck it.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Broke through the tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That's piss poor, damn.
Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run for it with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down throwing for Hurts. He's got it inside the 25. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's good for an Eagle.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate.
I would.
You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Second down, here's an option to the right. And he's brought down for a loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And gets this
Come
down
on
to the
now.
5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set
AJ
again.
Brown, baby.
They're going to run with Barkley. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I'm talking about boy.
Eagles now trail by just a point in the fourth. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Come on. Oh, let's go.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so
That's
this
what
game
I'm
now
talking
hinging
about.
on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
I got you.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25.
Good for all the marbles. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing, Slade?
Throws knocked away.
What are you doing? Are you dumb?
You know, that is
Oh,
so
fuck.
hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no
weird.
penalty flag. He's
Why
got
you
the body
saving him
control
for,
and more
EA?
importantly,
Why you
the
saving him
timing
for,
to
EA?
knock that ball away.
If he's dead, he's dead.
Cook trying this one up the gut.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly.
Oh, yeah.
He made that one look routine.
Only fucking
Tough
you
little
can
routine
move
through
fucking
that
good.
hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen.
Oh,
Into
yeah.
a crowd, and a defender comes up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Appreciate
He
you.
was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on
Now,
it.
what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly.
All
Eagles
right.
with a little more work to do to win it here.
We gotta
They
work.
come to
We
the line
gotta
here.
work.
This is 3rd and 6.
There it is.
Pitch it to Burton.
There it is.
He'll get him the first inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown.
Essex.
The Eagles have taken the lead late.
Saquon Barkley.
Barkley, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
So nice. So nice. I ain't even get down for you too. I want you to try to go score. I ain't even get down for you.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
I ain't even do none of that.
You ain't do what?
Return
Take
starts
a
from
knee.
the goal line. Trying to break a return. Oh no, he lost the football.
Oh, come on.
Return.
Awareness.
What a lick, what a lick, my boy, what a lick.
Game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
You had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, Pimp. Had me in the first half.
Now the shotgun give to Cook.
And I had to turn it up on you in the second, though.
He gets flattened to the ground.
You ain't thinking about a touchdown. You ain't turn it up.
First down, and
Oh,
bring
come
up
on now,
2nd and
man.
10.
These
you just turned it up on me.
today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't
Man,
get a
this is
body
big
on
game.
them.
You thought you was zoned
They're gonna
in.
stick you right at the line of
You thought
scrimmage.
you was zoned in. Nah.
You the only one that been talking.
Yeah, nah, that's what I know to
shit.
do.
This is a good
2nd and
game.
10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Yeah, nah, I took that shit for real.
Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Yes! How you going? How you not gonna give me the
pig?
pig?
2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Thought they
It is
was.
such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs
The usage
have
stick
the
crazy.
size to cover him.
What can I say?
Tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Throwing now. He's got it deep downfield.
It would be
They rip
ranking
off a
shit too.
huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up
Put
as
us
a
on the
receiver,
timeout.
and we don't
That's
even
on
bat
me.
an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built
Nah, I
for
thought
the
you
moment.
wanted to go score 6. Yeah, we good.
He'll look to throw it.
Good.
A bit of
We good?
desperation on this thing. Big
Oh, what? We're not
He's
good.
got enough to move the sticks.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time,
We are
since the
not
forward pass,
good.
Kate, has loved a
What?
tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an
We need
offense.
to dig in. We need 4 fucking stops in a row, big dog.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Cook does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Again, it's Cook.
I crashed that shit with Mitchell, baby. I crashed that shit. Like a fucking missile, dog. Bow.
The negative play, well, now it becomes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
But it always doesn't indicate, but at the end of the day, but we don't think our top game.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2. Setting up to pass.
There it is. There it is. All user alert. All users. That shit was all user alert. Let's go. Let's get it.
Kicking the extra points. Probably the safer call.
And with that little time left, even if you do get the 2, still got a chance to drive down. Your opponent does and kick that game-winning field goal. Now you need some way to get the ball back in a hurry, and the chances are so limited.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying to up the gut.
Go! Hit your fucking head on the goalpost. It was nice beating that ass, kid.
Bro.
Nice beating that fucking ass. Let's go!
They take it in for the touchdown, and that's
Game.
this win.
Hang it up.
Wow, just
good game.
sensational
Time for me to go eat my sandwich.
Time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base.
Get all that
but it's
belt.
the home run hitters that
Catch
are
all
the
that
difference
belt.
makers. And what a big-time effort.
Let's go. That's 2-0.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
That's 2-0.
Samuel now to return it.
Oh,
Only manages to get this back
that
to the
ball
20
needs to
before
come
he's taken
out.
down.
It looked like it, didn't it?
All right. No more
They'll get this drive
bullshit.
started. 1st and 10.
I got the middle of the fucking field. You gotta hit the corners.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Yeah, I got the middle of the
Ooh,
field.
good deep.
It's
I got the
intercepted.
middle of the field.
Picked off.
Good
replay
job.
action.
Good deep.
And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
Let's go.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today
As soon
have
as I put the
baseball in
lighter
their
down,
background
it was
because
over.
you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to
As
go
soon as
get
I
it
put
in
the
that
lighter
next series.
down,
Got to
it
put
was
these
over.
interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds.
I'm dropping slants, bruh. I'm dropping slants in the middle of the field.
Downfield. Can't let the coverage off the hook.
WTF.
Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline.
Help the ass, boy.
He will score.
Don't give a
But
fuck.
there's no time
Don't give a
left.
fuck.
Clinch the win.
I'm a
So
bad
that should be
dude.
the one that does
You better
it, Brock.
YouTube me.
A big one late
I'm a
that
bad
puts him up
dude.
here,
You better
2
YouTube me.
scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles lead by 15 now.
For him to have blown the block, but that should have been called trash. We watched it slow motion 10 times.
It's a blowout. Thought you was gonna win. It turned to a blowout.
I thought this game was over. I done looked back from the left there.
Yeah, nah, I feel you, bro.
This nigga still playing.
Yeah, nah, it's built to ass 100%.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Oh, man. Played all right.
And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
I don't even got a timeout or call. Man, I should have just put the CJ McConnell in this motherfucker. Man, fucking Obi Toppin, fuck my parlay, bro. That's all I gotta say.
All right, one more snap to play here.
GG's, GG's. Look at this.
Okay.
You take the knees
Goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. Well, partner, we
record, dog. I'm gonna get a fucking munch and probably come back, run another motherfucking 2 games, dog. Y'all be up, be easy, stay blessed. Peace.